welcome back to another edition of Live Wire Sports Media. This is your Monday motivation edition. So, Caitlin Clark has been named, as y'all have watched my short I dropped yesterday, has been named captain of the East All Stars. Yes, her and the official caller has been named captains of each conference. Nafisha in the West, Caitlin in the East. Now, both of them are, you could say, one and two in All Star voting, and you could say they both is one and two in MVP, you know, odds this year. But nevertheless, Caitlin Clark, the one that a lot of people has been voted for. You've seen the numbers when it was the fan voting. Now the actual voting, where she actually led into another breaking record. She broke her own record for last year. She literally broke, if you look at 2023, when Angel Wilson only had 95,000 votes, Breonna Stewart 87. Now you can pretty much tell that nobody was really watching the league. Just imagine what the votes would have been this year or last year if Caitlin Clark wasn't in the league. Okay, so if you look at it last year, 2024, she set the record, what, 700,000. Leah Boston second to her, 600,018. Then this year, she sets a million mark of 1.2 million. Right behind her is Nafisha Caller, 1.1 million. They're the only two that has a million votes. Now, a lot of us been voting for Leah Boston, and it would have been pretty cool to see her and Leah Boston been the opposite of each other, you know. And you got to think about it. Nafisha Caller is having a record-breaking year. She's having a really good year. She's on a revenge tour, so to speak, of losing in the finals. Now, these two do meet tomorrow night for the Commissioner's Cup. And I'm sure Caitlin's most likely play. Nafisha Carter, who's been dealing with a back injury, might play as well. So that should be a bomb burner put on a show. Can the Minnesota Lynx win back to back? Can the Indiana Fever win they first Commissioner's Cup? Now we know that the Indiana Fever is hosting the All-Star game. They are hosting the All-Star game. But listen to Caitlin Clark, what she had to say, because it's going to be interesting to see what she thinks.
Figured to have a couple of familiar faces in the All-Star roster, some of your teammates.
Yeah.
Can you already talk to that process? Do you expect some gift baskets from some of your teammates that joined you there in the roster?
I mean, obviously I'm going to try to get my teammates on my team. Why wouldn't I? That's obviously the goal. And, once they come out with whoever has made it and whoever hasn't, I guess I get to pick and choose. I don't really know how it works. I guess I just found out 2 hours ago. But obviously my first goal will certainly be able to have my teammates on my team. So, absolutely.
So her goal is to pick her teammates. So that means most likely Leah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hall. So that would be great. Where would Angel Reese and where would Angel Wilson go? I kind of feeling that Angel Reese might end up on Caitlin's team. I had that feeling. I think Caitlin will pick her. But let's listen to what happened when Caitlin Clark got the news she was going to be a All-Star captain.
Hello? Hey, Kathy, good. How are you?
Caitlin, I just want to personally congratulate you on being named captain for the 20. All the best to the whole team tomorrow in or Tuesday in the Commissioner Cup final.
Yeah, we better get that dub, Kathy.
So, and she talked about that in the press conference of trying to win the Commissioner Cup. And that's something that's going to be on her mind. Like I said, I don't think she will miss this game on Tuesday because she knows how important it is. And I think, they got 5 home games after this. They'll be home. So she's going to get plenty of rest. She's plenty of treatment. They might could rest her on one of these games in between time, so she is listed day to day. But nevertheless, let's do a breakdown of what's going to happen the rest of the way for the All-Star voting. Well, before I get there, check this out. All-Star captains, Team Carter and Team Clark. That's going to be very exciting. Very exciting. This is Feature Caller's fifth time All-Star, and this is Caitlin Clark's second time All-Star. And she's going to have more All-Star appearances. She's going to probably, I mean, every year she's going to be an all-star. Just to be honest with you, she's going to probably do something that no person ever did. She's going to be an all-star every year because she's the most popular athlete in the game. So she could be a 10-time, 11-time, 12-time champion every year. I mean, she could be all like I said, she's going to be an all-star every year. People going to vote for her. She's going to get them votes to be the top dog every year. So, I mean, she's going to have a huge resume when it comes down to All-Star voting. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be an All-Star every year. So, and it's going to be interesting if she picks Paige too. I think the feature caller might pick Paige. I think she might pick Paige. And or if she doesn't pick Paige and Caitlyn picks Paige, and then you see a Paige and Caitlyn's backcourt, oh, that would be nice. I would like that. I definitely would like that. But check this out. So here's the itinerary that follows the All-Star 2025 AT&T W All-Star Game roster. So on Sunday, June 29th, All-Star captains will be announced, which is already had during the ESPN W countdown presented by Google at 3:30. And then on Monday, the remaining 8 All-Star starters will be unveiled during a segment within the ESPN NBA free agency presented by ESPN Bet at 7 p.m. So the remaining 8 All-Star starters will be unveiled. So I wonder if they picking them to be starters, or they gonna be able to pick them. We'll know. And then on July 6th, the name of the 12 All-Star reserves will be unveiled on a variety of WNBA social and digital platforms at 12 noon. And then on Tuesday, July 8th, ESPN will broadcast the results of the roster draft for the the 2025 AT&T WNBA All-Star Game countdown presented by Google. So there you have it. With all of that being said, it's great to see Caitlin Clark continue to set records no matter what she does. It's always going to be that way. It's always going to be a milestone with her. Like I said, she could be she'd probably be the first person to be an all-star every year, never miss an all-star, and just be like a 10-time all-star 10 times. That's gonna be one crazy resume to put together. She's gonna have the most all-star votes than any player in history. You just seen it. She said it. She broke her own record for last year, and she probably will do it again next year. I think a lot of people think that, hey, they'll probably submit more votes than this and they probably hit them. I think she'll shatter it next year. I think if she gets, I know she's been up and down this year, and I know she's been in and out of the lineup, but I think if she stays healthy next year and the Fever really go on that magical run like they need to. Now, I'm not saying they can't in the second half of the season. I'm not saying that at all. But just imagine if they were feeling healthy in this roster and everybody there. I think the Indiana Fever is still going to have the most people in the All-Star on their team. It's just who they are. It's just, you can't deny it. Eventually they're going to be the best team in the league. Eventually they're going to be the best team in the league, and you can't deny that. It's going to be almost like baseball, how baseball be having, like the couple years ago, the Braves had like 8, almost like 6 to 8 all-stars players in the all-star game. It's going to be like that for the Fever. They're going to probably have a 3. I think they're going to have 4 this year. She's going to be an all-star. I think they will have 4 this year, probably close to 5. Who knows? But anyway, again, and then a lot of people took to social media Congratulations, Captain Kate or Captain Clark, as you may want to put it, or just call her Captain Cece, however you want to categorize it. But a lot of people are saluting and thanking her a lot for being an all-star. You can't deny that, man. She was gonna be an all-star. Some people think she shouldn't be an all-star, or because her numbers and all of this stuff. It's fan voting, and she's the most popular athlete in the league. She's drawing the numbers, she's drawing the viewerships, and this Indiana Fever team is where it is. So continue to like, comment, subscribe, and give a shout out to Captain CC or Captain Clark or Captain Caitlin, however you want to categorize it. This is your Motivation Monday. You know what it is, because if you don't know, now you know.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire. It's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it. So official, like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire. Sports and entertainment. Let's go.